Alien or genie, it was hard to tell. All Michael knew at first was that the creature wasn't human. It appeared at midnight in his room, with the sound of a handful of mud thrown against his window. It began as a shadow against the wall cast through the curtains by the sliver of the moon. The shadow grew thicker, gained grayness and hints of color, and took the form of a twisted man with the head of a venomous snake. Michael screamed and scooted back until he was wedged deep into the corner of the room, but the creature caught the sound with his flickering tongue and swallowed it. "Hush," he said. "There's nothing to fear. Who are you?" "A wishmaster." "What?" Michael realized his fists were still clenched. He let his fingers uncurl. "Call me Somna," the creature said. His voice was deep like the rumble of thunder, but quiet like the whisper of cloth against cloth. "I'm here to admit you into the League of Wishers." "What's that?" The only league Michael knew about was the one at the bowling alley. Special people with a special talent. There are those in the universe who can make their wishes become real. Somna pointed a claw at Michael. "It is a rare talent, and one that requires training. It is my task to find those who possess this skill and teach them to master it. Are you ready?" Michael nodded, though his mind was numb. "You've already begun," Somna said. "It was a wish that brought me here. You called me when you yelled out about the unfairness of life. It was a powerful call." Michael remembered the tantrum. His joystick broke right after dinner. He'd asked his parents to take him to the store that night. It was a reasonable request, but they refused. He argued. They'd ignored his pleas. And then he shouted and thrown the joystick to the floor. That was why he had been sent to bed early, and why his throat was sore. Before he fell asleep, his mind filled with wishes. Not all of them were nice. Somna showed Michael how to speak a wish so it became a reality. As first, he had Michael wish for unimportant things: a pebble, a sheet of paper, a pencil, or a button. Finally, Somna told Michael, "Wish for something of value." "Anything?" Michael shivered as the possibilities flooded his mind. "Start small," Somna said. Michael wished for a joystick. It appeared on his bed. Then he wished for money. His hands filled with coins. Some were from Earth. Others bore strange markings. Many seemed to be made of gold. "This is awesome." As Michael counted his wealth, Somna drifted back into the shadows. "Enjoy your harvest," the shadows whispered. For a month, Michael worked on mastering his wishing skills. He learned to get exactly what he wanted. A wish for money, as he had seen, could bring all sorts of things. A wish for a crisp new $100 bill brought exactly that. Not that he needed money, since he could just as easily wish for anything money could buy. At midnight, a month later, on the next sliver beyond the new moon, Somna returned. "You have passed the trial period," he said. "Do you wish to become a full member of the League?" "Of course," Michael said. "Then your wish is granted." Somna brushed Michael's forehead with a claw. "You are one of us." Michael felt as if a thread had been pulled from his mind and stretched across the universe. He tested his power to make sure that nothing had changed. The clink of coins filled the room as 77 silver dollars fell on his blanket. That was exactly what he had wished for. He didn't need coins, but he liked owning them. "Where does it come from?" Michael asked. "The money?" Somna asked. "Yeah, from others among the League. It is a closed universe. Nothing new is created. Objects move from place to place. Coins, cars, camels. It doesn't matter. It all has to come from somewhere." Okay, that was fine with Michael. He didn't mind wishing away from other members. He didn't know them, and they didn't know him. It seemed like a perfect arrangement. Somna turned to leave. "Wait," Michael said as another thought cast a shadow across his joy. He scooped up a handful of coins from the bed and clutched them in his fist. Does that mean someone can take money from me? They could, Sumna said, if any of them wanted something as useless as money. Most League members have other needs. Like what? As Michael spoke, his shirt fell open. He glanced down and saw that all his buttons were missing. Whatever they want, Sumna said. That's not fair. Michael's sentence ended with a yelp as he fell to the floor. For a moment, he couldn't figure out why he was no longer standing. When he tried to get back up, he saw the reason he'd lost his balance and toppled over. His left leg was missing. Ah, it looks like someone made a wish, Sumna said. Michael tried to scream, but his tongue and vocal cords were gone. He tried to wish them back, but part of his brain vanished, taking away his ability to think. Other parts of Michael lasted a bit longer, but the League was large and had many needs. Soon, there was nothing left of Michael, not even a wish.